Welcome to Gear Taster Radio, where we offer an in-depth look into the usage and philosophy behind the equipment in our lives. I am Bryan Black, joined by Rob Henderson.
Hello.
And today we are going to talk hygiene on our Bug Out Bag, continuing Bug Out Bag series. So it's been a while. We were just talking about that the last time we talked, I think we were diagnosing food and how much weight we had in the Bug Out Bag for that. And if you're just joining us on this episode, we had dissected my multi-year-old bug-out bag and kind of went through it and said, hey, let's, now that I know a lot more in the, I think we determined 4 or 5 years now that it's been packed and probably not gone through. I've learned a lot about weight savings and lightweight backpacking and things like that, too. So I've been applying these concepts to that as we explored what was still in there, like, decade-old power bar that I hate. And I still haven't gotten sick from yet, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
But, so today we're looking at the hygiene portion of that and looking at everything I was carrying.
Is there anything we could do to lighten this up a little bit?
I think so. I've got like 10 pounds of hygiene stuff, and including a whole tube of toothpaste. So the premise when I put this together was when our son Trey was living with us, and he was a lot younger. Now he's out of the house, so not really including him in this bug out.
He should have his own bug out bag.
He should have his own bag.
He moved out.
Yeah,
you're a man now. Get your own bug out bag.
Right. And I'd be glad to help him put that together, but you're not part of mine anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess this whole tube of toothpaste was, for the 2 years that we were going to be.
Does toothpaste have any calories in it? Could you have like a backup nutrition source from that?
I would never eat toothpaste.
Yeah,
I would have to be pretty damn desperate to eat toothpaste, honestly.
Well, you have enough to last.
You'll
run out of food way before
sick.
You run out of toothpaste.
Yeah. I mean, the little warning here says...
Probably don't eat.
I mean, it's like if used while brushing and accidentally swallowed, get medical help or contact poison control right away. So, yeah.
That concerns me because I've swallowed toothpaste before.
That's what's wrong with you.
Yeah. Oops.
So, again, whole tube of toothpaste. I'll just go through this. I guess this is a 2-ounce size Purell hand sanitizer. I've got this bag. Why they're in a bag, I don't know. But
bag in a bag?
The bag in a bag. Yeah, look, bag in a bag. Has got 3 of these, I don't know what you call it, Coglins. It's like that really popular camping supply
toilet
stuff
paper?
That's everywhere. Yeah, it's like personal tissue paper.
Personal tissue. For personal areas.
Yeah. This is like the off-the-shelf, ready-to-go, I don't know, small-size toilet paper you can buy. There's 3 of them, obviously one for each person that I built this out bag around. There's also a 3-ounce Wilderness Wash hand soap. There are, what is this, like 10 packages of wet ones, antibacterial wipes. There is some SPF 30 sunscreen and some DEET included Repel sunscreen in a little easy small package that's
some people
an ounce.
Scoff at the bug spray. I know a lot of people don't, but I mean it's April here and the mosquitoes are outrageous and it's not even hot yet.
Full thing of dental floss, and then I've got this Imminent bag that's got 3 full-size toothbrushes still in the package.
So they're sterile.
This is embarrassing. Full thing of Carmex, a mirror because,
Do you have a shaving razor?
No. I'm not going to shave if I'm...
Well, what's the mirror for?
I have no idea.
So you could look at yourself while you brush your teeth?
Look, I put product in my hair, okay? I got to see if my hair is good. It's a microfiber towel, and this is basically the container that was used for it. But then behind that, I've got a couple of larger-sized trash bags, which I think are very useful in themselves.
Super useful.
And then in this, I also included like this little greeny-weeny scrubby. It's one of those little 3M Scotch-Brite pads. It's great for cleaning out pots and pans, which the only thing I really have for that now is a jet boil, and I'm just boiling water in it anyway. I'm not really cooking in it per se, so I don't know that I necessarily need that. Anyway, that's what's there now. So now we can start talking about what crappy decisions I've made in regards to my hygiene portion of this bag. So
keep the toothpaste, obviously, because
for me, this is like a cut down DOP kit that I kind of use now, and that I supplement with either wipes or basically I took this almost done roll of toilet paper and squeezed it into
ultralight toilet paper. You just squished it.
Yeah, lock sack bag. So, it really is. It's like probably an eighth of a roll of toilet paper just compressed down and stuffed in a waterproof bag. So this is kind of what I take, and I've alternated between adding and subtracting different things to this. So right now, there's also that I really love this Wilderness wash. Sea to Summit makes it's really great. However, you don't need a 9 or 3 ounce container of the stuff. I've actually, over the years, I've collected these little containers. I'm big on little tiny containers for some reason, but I like them. I collect them. Every time I see them, I pick some up. But Nalgene makes a lot of them. So a lot of them you see are made by Nalgene, but there's a lot that aren't as
Some
well.
are little like dropper bottles.
Yeah, and REI has a bunch of these.
Yep.
So this one says Lacken. I don't know how you pronounce that name, but anyway, I've been repackaging stuff, and that's the goal with these little containers is that you take items that would normally be large size containers, like a 2 ounce thing of hand sanitizer, and you package it down into this little tiny. I don't even know if it's a half an ounce. I mean, it's probably even less than that. But that's a way to really save space and weight, too, is to repackage stuff. And that's something that I've just been kind of doing since I got into lightweight backpacking. And, I used to carry a full-size, towel like that, too. And now all I'm carrying, there's my little...
Oh, yes.
Little dental floss. Now it's just this cut down, I don't know, probably 5x7-ish size with a little piece of type 1 paracord tied on it, and that's what I use as kind of the catch-all rag, wash my face, dry my hands kind of thing. If I'm sweating, I'll wipe my brow with that or something. It's kind of like an all-in-one handkerchief / towel. I don't really feel like these microfiber towels, this is a 20x40 one that I was carrying. I don't feel like these are very heavy and they're super lightweight.
Yeah.
And when you need a full-size towel, there's really not a substitute. However, I don't know that I'd necessarily be taking a shower per se. If I'm, using this to bug out somewhere, I might just kind of deal with it, which is why I would sub wipes and not probably take toilet paper, just because wipes are great for kind of cleaning up too when you don't have access to a shower. So first of all, I don't want to get too carried away here. So for now, I'm going to keep the microfiber towel. I'm going to take it out of this darn package, though. There's no reason for that. Just because it's a pretty good thing to have. I may take it back out later, but I am going to continue to include it. I'm also going to continue to include these trash bags.
They're just such great multi-purpose items, both of them, because this could be used as a head cover or just a ton of different stuff.
Yeah, and I do have some little ponchos that I'll get into on a future episode, but that's really what I would use kind of a trash bag for, too, either a pack cover or something like that, too.
Yep.
So toilet paper, I'm going to replace with a smaller size, so that's that stuff. I'm going to ditch the packaging from the towel. I'll ditch the actual bag from the towel. I'm going to ditch the mirror. I know a mirror can be used for other things, but I've already got a mirror in my compass, and I've already got a mirror as a signal mirror inside a little survival kit. So that's just, I've already got 2 is 1, 1 is none covered. I'm not going to use the greenie weenie anymore. I'm going to ditch that. 3 toothbrushes are out of here. I actually have almost the same type of toothbrush, but it's cut down. So I actually cut down.
It's the ultralight rite of passage. Yeah. You have to cut your toothbrush down.
If you're not cutting your toothbrush, you're doing it wrong. But I'll probably use one of those other ones and cut that down too, just so, if Kelly has to tag along with me, she'll have a toothbrush too.
Y'all can't share a toothbrush?
I mean, I guess we could. I mean, it is bugging out, so, at that point, maybe you just share a toothbrush. Yeah. It's a good point. I'll just go with this.
Yeah.
And then the other stuff that I've experimented with before is that I've put toothpaste in one of these little easy dose pill pouches. If you have never heard of these, you can get them on Amazon, and they're probably one of the most amazing things I've ever used in my life. I use them for everything. They're all over my dot bag. I use them for travel. There's not much I don't put into these when I'm traveling, like medications. Everything goes into these. And you can get like this jumbo 100 of these pack on Amazon for $. It's nothing. Anyway, I've used toothpaste in one of these things. However, it does kind of dry out after a while in one of these. So I've actually just kind of gone to a little tub for toothpaste, even though it's a lot of it and I'll probably never need that much when I'm out. I have gone to that. I think it's a lot better. And then deodorant-wise, which wasn't even in this kit, obviously I planned to stink the whole time. But I've even repackaged deodorant in one of these little... They almost look like a little tin. I know you can't really see them if you're listening to the podcast, but it's like a $50 size tin, but it's the depth of maybe 5 $50. So if you think about that size. But that's something I repackaged deodorant in, and yes, you have to use your fingers to put on deodorant, but it's not really a big deal. I've done it plenty of times. So deodorant, toothpaste. I've even got the little almost empty roll of dental floss from, if you ever, take apart a thing of dental floss, if you open the thing, it's just a big roll of it. So you don't necessarily need to take the whole container. You can pare that down by just removing the roll of dental floss, and obviously you don't need a whole roll of dental floss.
But obviously that is Glide from Oral-B, which is the Lord's dental floss.
Yes, that is the Lord's dental floss.
You should not be buying any other dental floss.
Yeah, and I don't even like the kind that I have here anymore. I buy the silver package stuff.
Don't at us. This is the best dental floss. Next.
I buy the silver tongue devil version of the Oral-B Glide. Yeah, it's amazing dental floss. Hardly ever breaks on me. Funny fact, when we were in boot camp in the Navy, we didn't have gum. You couldn't have gum at all. So we would actually take our dental floss and roll it up into a little ball and chew on the mint dental floss.
It's called desperation gum.
Yeah, it's called Ricky dental floss.
I love
gum.
it. That's great.
Anyway, fun fact. Carmex, I probably would maybe still take. It's tough. This is probably pretty old. I'd probably replace it, and I might go with something. The reason I went with Carmex is because chapstick can melt. Yep. So I didn't want to put it in a bag like this. Luckily, that was smart me thinking, because this Carmex has not melted or leaked or anything in years. So I do think it's a better option. Carmex just has a weird smell to me.
It does. It always. I mean, and it works well, but it always kind of creeps me out when I smell it.
What creeps me out is when you watch someone put this on their lips, like the Carmex. Just,
Okay, so I didn't know this, and you'll have to check the next time you put lip balm on. Do you move the lip balm around your lips, or do you move your lips around the lip balm?
I move the lip balm.
Because I don't, and I didn't notice it till someone pointed it out the other day.
You move your mouth?
I move my face around the lip balm.
God,
and people
hilarious.
are like, what are you, a serial killer? What's wrong with you? I don't know. I just,
That is serial killer, man. I can't believe you do that.
Oh.
That's great. I don't know if I can get that visual out of my head now.
But whatever lip balm you choose, it should be alcohol-free.
Yeah. Anyway, that's so I'll probably keep the Carmex. The hand sanitizer I've got covered. I don't need this big thing. Sunscreen. Now, this Kinesis is probably pretty old, but I use this little 1 ounce
It's the
bottle.
best.
It is the Lord's sunscreen.
And I think it's the lightest.
And it smells the best.
It does. It does smell
just amazing. Anyway, yeah, it's a little 1 ounce travel size. They do make them. We actually sell them in the ITS store. That's how much I care about this sunscreen. Honestly, it is literally the best sunscreen I've ever found, and I knew that I liked it so much I wanted to carry it in the store, and it's not because I just wanted people to know, hey, this is a sunscreen I like. Anyway, they discontinued it for a while, and then they came back, and somebody else bought it, and now we're selling it. So, anyhow, I would probably keep this.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a fairly large amount of sunscreen, honestly, but I'd probably just take it to take it.
So I've done a lot of looking into the smallest containers for this stuff, and this is one of the lightest and smallest that you can get because it's a spray, which is way better than the creams because you miss coverage and all that kind of stuff.
Well, and also the one thing I really like about this too is that it's not greasy. So a lot of sunscreen is it's like a cream. You rub it all over your face, and then you're like, oh my god,
you look like Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, right,
getting all shiny.
Believe it or not, I'm gonna ditch the whole tube of toothpaste.
I think it ain't so.
I think it's a little ridiculous. All right, so that's that stuff. The wet ones, I'm not really concerned about keeping these wet ones. I mean, they are nice to have, but I do have some hand sanitizer, and I'm just going to go with that. I am, however, going to keep this bug spray because it is a spray, and just like you said, is one of the smallest things that's out there that does have DEET in it. I like stuff with DEET. A lot of people don't like stuff with DEET, but, anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So, deodorant, toothpaste, dental floss, Carmex. I'm still going to take this little small handkerchief-like size of
like a chamois.
microfiber cloth. Yeah. And then I'm not going to take... I used to have some nasal decongestant and Zyrtec and Advil kind of in this little pill pouch, and I'm not going to keep that just because I'm going to put a full-size boo-boo kit. So one of our boo-boo first aid kits is going to go inside that bug-out bag. So I've got that part covered. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Got the dental floss covered. I got that covered. Don't need that.
Is that?
So this is like a...
It looks like a smushed banana
lotion.
piece.
Yeah, it's a piece of smushed banana.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to have a piece of smushed banana when they're bugging out.
Quick energy on the go.
Now it's I can't remember the name, but it's that stuff that I put on.
Oh, like hand butter.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
So yeah, some hand butter. I'll say the real name of it. I can't remember the real name of it, but I'll put that in the episode intel.
Is that Burt's Bees stuff?
No, it's not.
We'll look it up.
It comes in a little metal container.
Okay.
It's kind of just repackaged. It does kind of melt, but it doesn't go bad per se.
And it's for cracked hands, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like my fingers crack like crazy,
Yeah.
so I always typically put stuff on in the morning, and that's what this is. Little repackaged hand sanitizer is going, repackaged wilderness wash is going, and then this is some Dr. Bronner's stuff, and I have... They say you can use it for everything. You can use it for soap. You can use it for toothpaste.
What?
And I think it tastes like crap. I think it doesn't do a good job washing hands. I know people out there are going to yell at me, but I don't like it. I'm not putting it back in there. I've tried it. I don't like it.
I thought it was cologne. I was like,
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to musk up.
It's made with real bits of Panther, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
And I've also tried those stupid soap leaves. This like
Is
really,
that what that is?
Yeah, it's like really thin soap that's in these little leaves, and you can wash your hands with it. And I'm just not a big fan because I find that every time I go try to take one out, I get the whole bunch of them wet, and it just doesn't work. So I did have some Body Glide repackaged in one of those little tin type things. It's like a plastic tin, the thing I mentioned with the $half size. And I'll probably keep that. This looks like it's really old, though. Kind of smells bad. I'll probably repackage that in a new one. But it's like this Body Glide, Skin Glide stuff, and they make a Body Glide stick.
Yep.
And I don't really like that as much. I like repackaging this not greasy, dry and silky anti-friction for hotspot stuff. And it's more for like, I've been around a lot of stuff. I've chafed really bad. I mean, I think like the ultimate chafing that anybody can ever have is being up for a week during Hell Week, and I've had that, so I know what bad chafing is
You've
like.
climbed the mountain of chafing.
Yes, I've been there. So where I chafe is usually like right where my arms rub underneath my armpits, like that area gets chafed pretty bad over time, just because my pecs are so huge, So I'll probably repackage some of that and have that. And then I used to carry Leukotape that was cut down, and the problem with that is that it heats up and it winds up sticking. Like I was using release paper, so I would buy parchment paper or wax paper, and then I would stick pieces of Leukotape to it and trim it so it had the edges rounded. However, we started selling this Blister Kit at ITS, and I found this new material that is just amazing. I think it beats Leukotape because it breathes more, and it doesn't completely rip your hotspot blister off after your event. So I've done that. I've applied Leukotape to my feet, and it's great. It holds perfectly if you use an alcohol pad first and wipe your feet, which the Boo Boo First Aid Kit has alcohol pads in it, so I got that covered. But I feel like these strips are far superior to Leukotape just because of that fact. It doesn't rip your hotspot off. They do stay.
And it breathes.
Yeah, and it breathes. So I've got a couple of strips of that in here. And then I've got this little single serving size Blister Shield foot powder, which I love too. So
talk about silky and dry. That's the stuff.
Yep, exactly. So I have a lot of things to take care of hygiene, and it may seem excessive for some people, but I trust everything that I've got here, and I use it all the time. So I know exactly what I've got, and I know what my go-to stuff is too. So basically, this is like a mini DOP kit for me, and that's kind of what I tried to build within this.
Yeah.
And obviously, I wasn't very successful at it before, but since then, I've really kind of got my shit together. And,
I mean, you had a lot of bases covered.
Yeah, but so that's kind of my updated stuff. We'll try to put a photo up in the article on ITS if you're interested in kind of seeing what it was before and what it is now. And then, again, the first aid kit is kind of all-encompassing, too. It's got a lot of stuff we really didn't talk about, but I am going to put it in there just because it is the best first aid kit on the market, hands down. And I'll say that because I've been using first aid kits for decades now. I got tired of crappy Band-Aids. I got tired of crappy medications. This has got good stuff in it.
Yep.
It's been built with some love and care. So you can't go wrong with it. Plus, it's a great price, and now it comes in a little water-resistant bag. So, pretty proud of it. It's evolved a lot over the years. So we've condensed some stuff and gotten rid of some unnecessary things, and it's always evolving. So it's got the actual Band-Aids. It's got steri strips in it, like the real 3M steri strips. It's got real 3M tape in here. There's an irrigation solution. So, I mean, we've just tried to think about pretty much everything that you can possibly desire. There's even a CPR shield in here, too. So, anyhow, we'll have a link to that in the episode intel. But that is the next part. So, that's hygiene. So, I think we've got two more things. We decided there's comms and kind of a miscellaneous items.
And then everything we forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of accessories.
Yeah. Stuff that doesn't really fit a single category.
But yeah, we're getting there. And then we'll probably have like a recap too to just kind of show everything. Maybe we'll do an article. I'm not sure if we'll do a podcast on it or not, but we'll just kind of see the weight too, because I've been setting everything aside that we've culled from this bag, and we've amassed quite a pile of stuff, and I'm ready to get rid of it. So I'm ready to get this thing redone. Thanks for listening to Gear Tasting Radio. Remember, if you have questions, use the # Gear Tasting on any social media network, and we will find your questions and get them answered here on the show. Also, be sure to check out our Crew Leader membership. It's our way of giving you back something in return for your support. Check that out in the episode intel, and if you're watching the YouTube video, it's in the description for the YouTube video, some links, and also there's links to a lot of the stuff we talked about product-wise too, so if you're interested in any of that. And even if the Crew Leader membership isn't for you and you still want to help us out, just subscribing to the podcast would be amazing. Leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts. We've gotten some pretty humorous reviews, and we love reading them. So add yours and help us out. Help spread the love. The more reviews, the more 5-star ratings. Is it 5 stars? 5?
As many stars as you can give us, please.
As many thumbs-up star things that you can give us, the more that Apple will spread our podcast around and let people listen to it that might not have already. So thank you for that, and thanks for listening.